What is an assassin? Seems pretty obvious, right? Assassins are the ones that one-shot you, whose only counterplay is your support paying enough attention to peel. But there's more to being an assassin than just playing Chase the ADC. Otherwise, every single champion on the enemy team when I get filled bot lane would qualify. In reality, champion classes in League of Legends are intentionally open-ended. They're loose categorizations rather than rigid definitions for characters to be pigeonholed into. Even so, much like the works of Francois Truffaut and Vittorio De Sica, sometimes it's important to challenge preconceived notions in order to gain a better understanding of, in this case, champion classes. Why yes, I did go to film school. And no, it wasn't worth the 30 grand in student loan debt. So anyway, according to the League of Legends wiki, the basic tenets of an assassin are being melee, mobility, and burst. And I can already think of 3 reasons why that first point could use some work. Not that Riot is a stranger to giving ranged characters secondary assassin status. Though in that case, they should really give it to every late game crit ADC whose idea of a burst combo is 3 autos. We're gonna leave the melee qualification in, however, because will one-shot you if they get too close, and will one-shot you if you're in the same zip code but also is allowed to have hard CC for some reason is an important distinction to make. Mobility? Yeah, that checks out. Basically any champ labeled as an assassin has some ability to jump in before face-rolling the keyboard and hoping everyone else dies before they do. Burst is where things get tricky, because really any champion can do burst damage if you build them right. Tanks? Swap over to AP and you'll have no problem blowing up the ADC. Or don't and rely on your high base damage and 9 vulnerability to kill the ADC anyway, because what durability patch? Every bruiser goes back to lethality builds like a Toxic X at least once a season, and if Nocturne gets the pass for his death by 1,000 cuts, then I know a few champions who'd like to introduce themselves. However, to get to the point of this little exercise, what makes an assassin isn't just checking off all the boxes on an arbitrary list, but also the general vibe of the champion. Case in point, I don't care how much percent missing health damage Naafiri does, she is far too bruiser-coded for me to ever consider her an assassin. One of the reasons assassins are allowed in the game without players turning Riot HQ into the beaches of Normandy is that their squishiness gives them easily identifiable counterplay. So tell me why this assassin has both a heal and a shield in her kit. I mean, sure, some jungle assassins have a bit of sustain to help them survive their first few clears, but Naafiri was designed as a mid laner. That she's more popular in the jungle shouldn't take away from the fact that this was designed to be lane sustain. Sustain she shouldn't even need thanks to her passive, good luck landing a skill shot. Her R2 is the real point of contention though. Not only should no assassin have any kind of shield, did I fucking stutter? But no assassin should have any kind of reset. Did I fucking stutter? Now, are there exceptions to these rules? Of course, but there has to be some sort of trade-off. But what trade-off is there for Naafiri? All she has to do is kill something in 7 seconds. I have enough time to reconcile with my own mortality every time I get hit by a Morgana Q, and that's only 2 to 3. The play pattern of an assassin is supposed to be to dive the backline, press all the buttons, then die. But this figurative and literal bitch gets enough survivability that she can jump the ADC in the middle of a team fight, then look at the support and go, "Oh boy, seconds!" And need I remind you, this is what she does when you build her as an assassin. Swapping Conqueror and an Eclipse, and she plays just like every other champion designed to run you down like a dog, really. So, to summarize, the rules are made up and the classes don't matter. Everyone's an assassin, but also no one is an assassin. Closest thing in the game to true assassination is whatever Riot did to their matchmaking this season. Holy shit. I mean, I know I'm not good, but I still shouldn't be in the same lobbies as level 30-something Iron 4 junglers who smite dragons at half HP. If this doesn't get fixed soon, don't be surprised if this is my last ever League video. Not that anyone would miss them, but still.